Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Bayer reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. And the shot goes for a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Mbappe. And he's got the beating. Chance for a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Camavinga couldn't squeeze it through. Robertson. He is through here. And he's on a charge. Cross from Robertson. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Alexander-Arnold. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Mr. Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Caicedo. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Caicedo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's been caught on it here! It could be shapes to shoot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! A finish right from the top draw! There is the breakthrough! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Played in by Robertson. Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Alexander-Arnold. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Caresses it through, and he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So off we go once more.
Mbappe.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up.
Rafael Leao! He scores! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's Bale!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. He's beaten the last man! Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rafael Leao! Just cruising! They are cruising! The lead is extended still further. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A case now of complete control. Sunset. Rafael Leao is onto it. There's the shot! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Akanji. Van Dijk. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bale. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
White. Good effort from distance. Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Yamagata have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And this is Mohamed Salah. Lovely. Decent chance! It's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe! Marquinhos with a fine tackle. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been won straight back. Del Piero. So it is still 0-0. Oh, he's had a shot! Glorious from Hazard! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Raul, and it's Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk makes the interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Yamagata are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van Bouten. Robertson. Chouameni. And that's a good ball. Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's got away. Now who's going to be first to this? Ball is over the line.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Raul. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 18,
and we're off again.
Chouameni.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Number 16, Rodri.
Got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Raul. He might be in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Van Bouten gets across to intercept that. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Long ball upfield. That has ended up in no man's land. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's big. Real chance! It's in! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Knocks it into space. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Maldini. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Foden gets rid without sophistication. Raul. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And the shot! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Yamagata surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Bale. And the pass is intercepted. I think we're just about done here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's tidy. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Well, there's the clearance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Dinks one through. That is good alertness. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Rafael Leao. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That has been cut short. That's been cut out, well played. Great vision. Alvarez, and the finish! And he's following up! Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Owen, and now the breakaway, and he's picked out the run. Rafael Leao gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he was quick to react. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Vitinha, Robertson. It's a pretty loose pass. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, that was vital. Van Bouten, Maldini. Here's Chouameni, Raul. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. This is Owen. Owen, he is through here. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution.
And the action is back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe goes for a shot! Robertson. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's on it, can he get away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Iniesta. Messi. There's the hit! Mbappe is flagged offside. Goal is still, on either side really getting onto the front foot. Now a Droll, nicely intercepted. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Raul really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Costa Curta, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
And this is Raul. And here's Mbappe. An uncompromising challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Raul, look at the space here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Ronaldo. Well, they've got it again. Now there's a fine ball. He has a look out. Elects to cross. Quarter of an hour played.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary. And that is a little undercooked. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good take in a good area. Looking for the run. Danger averted for now. Out for a throw. Well-timed, excellent interception. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite...
And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Goal! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a pretty loose pass. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get on the end of this? Olise gets into some space. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
If you do have a chance today, please take some time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Yamagata really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rafael Leao. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played out towards the right wing. Bale. And now they can clear their lines. Van Balten. Now it's Olise. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That has been cut short. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Tchouaméni. No way through, so back it comes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Raul. It's Raul! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And this is Raul! And claimed it back swiftly. Swept in. And the finish! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've...
And the shot! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Messi is flagged offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Passing is crisp and sharp, aimed beyond the defence. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. I think we're just about done here. Oh, easy pickings there. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There will be 3 minutes.
Great chance! They've scored! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Barcelona have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that is expertly dealt with.
Isn't it a real pleasure to be able to see the Dutchman Ronald Koeman? He's got to be one of the best ever attack-minded centre-backs, a playmaking centre-back actually, and he can step into midfield and spray a pass with top precision.
Yeah, there's a beautiful purity about the way he strikes the ball.
And he can smack one too.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that was nowhere near his best.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Vitinha. Belletti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van Dijk. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Tchouaméni. Vitinha threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Koeman is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rivaldo could try cutting inside here. Raul. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's through here. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick
Any opinion you'd like to
today
express on the
please
first
take all
half?
without
Well,
being
simply put,
located by
Peter,
the
they haven't been
entrance
good
gate.
enough
Thank you
to
very
trouble the
much for your
opposition.
cooperation.
They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here
Substitution.
at half-time. Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Bernardo Silva. Rivaldo, looking to be a menace in the final third. Batistuta. Oh, that was vital. Xavi Alonso. Rafael Leao. Played into space. Cannavaro with the clearance. And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Sunset. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences...
And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Rivaldo. He's on it. Can he finish? And he's following up. It's in. The breakthrough strike. Batistuta duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with...
Rafael Leao! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Batistuta. Barcelona have... Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona take the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Rafael Leao.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Could have here their final chance.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
He's got two. He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves...
And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
The Ketelara did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's White. And it's made its way to him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt.
Just the goalkeeper's...
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Nicely weighted ball. That's the keeper's ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Done delicately. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Hazard. Chouameni short-changes him with that pass. Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Chouameni knocks it into space. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Vitinha, 5 minutes till the break. And it's Hazard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
A quick reminder
An
today that
engrossing
smoking
half,
is
but
only
we're still
allowed in
where we
areas
started,
shown on this map.
0-0.
Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Sunset. Now it's Sunset. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafael Leao. He's on it, can he get away? Bullish header! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's another throw.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great ball, and he's in here. David Villa!
Villa made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And he was quick to react. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Bouten. And it's Azar. De Ketelaere. Applies the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Coming on the field is number 19, Nashat Akram.
Looking for the run. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to play it through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Threads one in. Robertson receives it in a good position. Great chance! And he's following up! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
13, David Villa.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's
added
beaten
time.
the last man. He can get that clear. Decent progress down the left. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And a chance! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy... So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! They want to be quick to recover this. Courtois clears. And the pass is intercepted. Raul. And it's Maldini. Is there any... Great chance! And he's found the net! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. And the shot! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chance.
Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Top point! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's going to go a long way. Vitinha. Played into space. That's an excellent interception. Hakimi. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van Bouten does well to get it back. That's a little off target. Tries to pass it through. And he plays one through. Can he finish? Oh, important interception. Maldini.
There will be
Rafael Leao.
time.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Hello, attendees.
Well, it's been intriguing
This
stuff
is
so
a
far, and it's 1-1 at the break.
announcement.
Both teams
Would the
hoping
father
for
of
a
boy
pick-me-up in the second
blue
half.
hat kindly make his way to the information centre. Substitution on the field, number 21, Mbappe.
So we're into the second 45.
Number 14.
Yamagata clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's it. Number 24.
Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. Ambitious ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Xavi Alonso. Maldini looking understandably energised after his goal. Nicely aimed pass. And it's White. Now that's shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Sunset really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! That's another chance! It's in! And the message is clear. The only way is up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Probing pass. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. White. Van Dijk spots it, and oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the shot. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Sunset is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Kukcu. Pele. Massaro. Oh, it's come loose. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision.
Bill! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Chouameni. Xabi Alonso. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big header! This time, surely! Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vitinha, he gets big! He's done very well to get to that.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
And the keeper's got it again. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the... And the shot! It's bounced back off the post! He's scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Is number 29.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Malinovsky. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Nicely weighted ball. Looks a good ball through. Oh, well played, well played.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
This looks promising. Malinovsky.
Oh, really well played.
Xavi Alonso.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
David Villa. Now it's Owen. Malinovsky.
There will be 1 minute added
He's
time.
going for goal! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Yamagata really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's forced to go back. Malinovsky. Nice looking ball. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear, that's how it looks here. It's a promising position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Vitinha. That's Malinovsky. No way through. He's gone for goal! Xavi Alonso. Raul. And it's Maldini. That's Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? Owen receives it in a wide position. Cleared without complication. Vitinha. And that's a throw. Malinovsky. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely feet. Malinovsky, that has been slung wide. And he's had it nicked away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Searching pass he's played there. David Villa is in a really good position out wide. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Yamagata really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Owen. Pinches it off him. Oh, the defence. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially He needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Haaland. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Raul. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Owen! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Cherki. And here's Haaland. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Bernardo Silva. Great defending, strong and determined. Raul. Cherki. It's Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. It's a really well-measured ball. The goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Raul. And they can counter here. Well, that's well seen too. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Owen. And the first 45 minutes. Are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Foden. And he welcomes it at Bernardo Silva! Raul. David Villa.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Foden. And here's Bernardo Silva. And it's Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now it's Villa. Look at the space. Shoots! In he goes again! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nico Gonzalez. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
And it's Bernardo Silva, Cherki, and Reinders, and here's Haaland. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cherki, Foden, and it's Gonzalez. 75 minutes played. Now Foden, and it's Reinders. It's a promising position. Ball driven towards the far post. He's got tall.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vardiol. Cherki. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, number 33. Coming on the field, number 52. Oh, number 6.
He's on it, can he get... Haaland! That is decidedly lacking.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw.